Hello and welcome to the Seriously Football's Top 10 list of football funnies. Months and years of research have gone into compiling these lists, so finding inaccuracy here is as likely as Patrice Evra and Luis Suarez taking a selfie. Now, footballers aren't renowned for sharing, although John Terry and Wayne Bridge could be considered the exception. But each of these Premier League stars shares their appearance with a character on the timeless American TV show, The Simpsons. We kick off with a man who has dominated the poodle category at Crufts for a number of years. Marouane Fellaini, or should I say Sideshow Bob. Of course, the Manchester United star is far less concerned with killing Bart Simpson, but his attempts on Ryan Shawcross, James Collins and David Moyes' careers should be respected. Principal Skinner and Arsene Wenger have a lot more in common than a painfully monotone voice. Both are masters of failing to control and shape their pupils into a successful team. But we would say that Skinner is a lot more competent at finding his own jacket pockets. One is obnoxious, out of shape and loud-mouthed, and the other is Barney Gumble. Yes, as unflattering as it may be, Hammers boss Big Sam Allardyce is the spitting image of Springfield's favourite alcoholic, Barney. As a proud Scotsman, David Moyes seems like an ideal drinking buddy to go down to Moe's Tavern with. In fact, he could be Mo Sislak himself. He seems down to earth and has a good knowledge of football. However, I think that famous intense stare across the table would make me feel a little uncomfortable. Between his charismatic smile and timeless 1970s haircut, Danny Welbeck's doppelganger could be none other than the ingeniously named Carl Carlson. See, not all of our comparisons are nasty. Although I'm not sure Ian Dowie will be happy when we release our top 10 list of Lord of the Rings lookalikes. From one Manchester United striker to another, Wayne Rooney. I wanted to compare him to Ned Flanders, but I was told old Ned Flanders' lifestyle is a little more debaucherous. So we settle on Ralph Wiggum. Not only do they share the same amount of hair and the same nose-picking technique, but they've also both been trying to pass 4th grade for about 20 years. Now, comparing anyone to a character named Fat Tony is never going to go down well, but thick-skinned Hull manager Steve Bruce seems to fit the bill. Fat Tony heads the mafia in Springfield, dealing with crime, bribes and murder. Steve Bruce's job is little more simple. All he has to do is stop George Boyd from spitting on anyone. Phil the Skill Neville may well have looked the same since his imaginatively named father, Neville, first held him, but just like a Simpsons character, we hope he never changes. Affectionately known as the Slack George Yokel, Cletus is Springfield's village idiot, which is a harsh comparison. Despite looking like the love child of Marouane Fellaini and Mick Hucknall, David Luiz possesses all the qualities that his depressing lookalike Krusty the Clown lacks. He's energetic, charismatic and funny. Perhaps a career in the travelling circus beckons. By that, I don't mean a transfer to Arsenal. And finally, the Premier League's newest manager, Felix Magath, is a dead ringer for Springfield senior citizen Hans Moleman. Thankfully, he doesn't have too many mole-like qualities, although with Fulham's impending relegation, burying his head in the ground might well come in handy. And that's all for now. See you next time.